Hi everyone. Yes, I am still organizing. I am still going through my stuff. And while I'm doing that, I'm also building my ephemera stash. So these were these containers that I purchased at the Amazon bin store. I purchased them on $1 day. And this is better quality than the ones that you get at Dollar Tree. They are absolutely sturdy. And I used these. Now, you know, I have ephemera holders that I created myself, but I use these containers for the things that I go reach for the most. So these are my absolute favorite words that I always use. I believe there's about 8 pages of this digital kit when I got it. 8 pages. And I cut them all out and I go through them. And before I used to keep them in a little baggie close on the desk because I reach for them a lot. See, like I have a bunch of die cuts here. This is how I used to store them before. And then I will lose the bag. So when I got these containers, I went for this. And it allows me to sift through and take a look at what fits my project. Then, and this will probably be another video. This is stamp sets that I have purchased from Temu. I am diligently going through my scraps. I have a lot of offcuts from making my albums. And I like to do these in a plain white color in case the color cardstock, because I also do them in color cardstock. It's just too dark because I can always come back with my inks and color them to the color that fits. And these are all ink blended versus stamping on color cardstock. So I have an assortment of them. So these are of some sort of color, whether I color blended them myself or I stamped on cardstock. This is always things that I'm reaching for now. So these containers are perfect. I have them in a sleeve that sits on the top shelf of my rolling cart. Then I started going through my scraps of pattern cardstock and started stamping on those. But I didn't want to get too much into this until I sorted out at least one bag of scraps. Sorry about that. So I didn't want to get into pattern papers. I just addressed the ones that I had on my desk that were around because I do have bags of scraps that I need to sort through, and I'd rather go through one bag at a time. And then this is a new digital kit that I just got, and I wanted to keep them together, so I utilized them here until I get them into my bigger ephemera. I'm not sure whether I want to keep these here because they make great additions into pockets and tucks, but I did want to store them together. So as I cut them, I have one that I carry around with me when I'm fussy cutting. This is another digital kit that I love the small words. They come in colors, and there's quite a number of sheets to this. I think I'm going to keep this also in this container on my desk. And then this is the container that I carry around with me as I am fussy cutting. So all of this needs to be sorted out into my ephemera book. So this way, when I go and need to fussy cut some more additions, I have my container. And then this one is the one that I always leave empty, that I go and grab whatever ephemera that I have that's fitting my project. So I just finished a Halloween journal. This is the leftovers that I didn't even use, so I can go and put this back into my ephemera holder. And then also if I'm using a digital kit, then I also put that in here. Like this was a digital kit, and this is a separate purchased ephemera that I had. So this is all that I have left from my digital kit. I used it all. So that either I'm going to go back, finish cutting, trimming it, inking it, and then putting it in the journal, just sticking it in a pocket because it's the only one that stood behind. So yeah, this actually works really good for me. They had tons. It must have been like almost 20 of them. And I was almost tempted to buy all of them, but I figured 8 was a good enough number for me, and it works. Because one is permanently for my words, one is permanently for my generic ephemera that I create myself in color cardstock and pattern paper. I'm sorry, in color cardstock. My permanent white one, or red ink, or blue ink. One with my, this will be permanently for the ephemera that I create on pattern paper. And then this one, I might combine this one with some other smaller ephemera like postcards and stuff that, you know, sometimes we just reach for. And then one for ephemera when I'm fussy cutting on the go, or on the couch, or on my lunch hour. This one will definitely stay permanently with these type of labels. And then the one that I always leave empty for whatever current project. So when I bring out my project, I just take this empty container and then just come in and fill it. You know, I do a sweep of all my ephemera, and then I'll just put it in here, plus whatever digital kit will go in here, and this is what I pick out of. So yeah, I figure I'll share that. So if you ever happen to find containers similar to this, they stack beautifully. This is how I keep them. My daughter has my label maker, so I think I'm gonna come back and label the top, but I have a sleeve, and this is how they sit in my container on the top shelf of my rolling cart, and I absolutely love them. Figured I'd share it with you. I think we're always looking for storage that fits. This one fits for me. And yeah, let me know what you think. All right, guys, back to my sorting. I go and organizing. All right, to the next video. Bye now.